Tonight, the future of how we could get to Thanksgiving dinner. One startup in Virginia is on the cusp of revolutionizing travel, pushing ahead with flying taxis that don't need a full runway. And I spent the day up close with the team that could bring air travel to your backyard. What if you had a plane that could take off and land in a space not much bigger than your backyard? I got to see for myself. Wow, that was quick.
It's pretty fast.
This is Electra's Ultrashort, meant to compete in the new flying car craze. That is, a relatively cheap-to-operate aircraft that can get you from pretty much anywhere on the map to pretty much anywhere else.
And we can save them half the time, right? I mean, half the time you spend in a commercial airplane or on the road or in a train, this will get you there twice as fast.
How does it work? The science is pretty crazy. Its 8 electric motors don't just move the plane forward, they generate their own airflow over the wings, which, in the physics of flight, then generates their own lift for the aircraft.
You experience something that very few people have experienced. The airplane is going super slow. The wing thinks it's going super fast because we're just accelerating all of this air over it. And then some really unique design structures. Just rises right up. So the wing just lifts the airplane up at about 150 feet of ground level.
You create your own lift.
You create your own lift, and then you just fly on that lift like an airplane.
Because the plane creates its own lift, we took off at just about 30 miles an hour, about the speed of a racing bicycle. Something of a nod to the bicycle-building Wright brothers, who invented the world's very first flying machine. From the air, you get the feeling of floating, sort of like taking a ride on a drone.
You have the choice. Needs a little bit of nose up. Yeah, you got that.
27 up is kind of where we're ready to prop the
Yeah, a little nose down.
finish runway from runway 34.
Plus, it's a hybrid with turbo generator charging batteries that run the props, sort of like a flying Prius. And less fuel means a lower cost per mile than helicopters and many flying cars. The idea of the Ultrashort is to solve another problem with many flying cars. While they can take a passenger or two, the Ultrashort can take multiple passengers and cargo, and go as much as 10 times as far, about 250 miles. Electra already has more than 2,000 planes ordered, mostly from airlines and the U.S. military, with even the ambition to replace the military's workhorse transport helicopter, the Black Hawk.
A lot of military applications, because the military has the same problem we all have. They need to go from where they are to where they want to go. And imagine a bombed out runway. How do you get an airplane in with fuel, with munitions, supplies, food, spares? You can't. And if you're in the ocean, you can't take a helicopter hundreds of miles. This airplane flies like an airplane, arrives like a helicopter. That bombed out runway, no problem.
The $10 million price tag for the larger commercial model means most of us can never dream of owning one. But for the military, airlines, and other transport companies, perhaps a new taxi for the skies.
That's the idea of direct aviation. That's the new era of air travel.
And we have a special Thanksgiving morning tomorrow here on CNN.